Can someone attend the chuppah only knowing that they are strong enough to leave right after the ceremony of a mixed dancing wedding? I want a good rapport with a couple in order to BeEzrat Hashem be mekarev, the newlyweds, in the future. The Gemara, Masechet Bava Metzia, says there's a guy that has to go from point A to point B, and he has two roads. One road is full of immodesty, but it's only going to take him 5 minutes to get to point B. The other road has nothing on it, but it's going to take him 5 hours, not 5 minutes, to get to point B. Now, the Gemara says if he chooses the road that's 5 minutes, and he closes his eyes the whole time, meaning he doesn't look at any immodesty, he closes his eyes the whole time, and he arrives at point A without being harmed at all, never touched anything, never looked at anything, nothing. In Shemaim, Rashahu, he's a wicked person for having the audacity to think that he can test the Yetzer Hara in such a fashion and think that he can pass the test. To sacrifice your eternity for such a thing already makes a person wicked. Now, of course, a person will say, yeah, but maybe it's different. No different. There is no different. A person needs to know that our Chachamim did not allow us to expose ourselves to sins and things that are a desecration of HaKadosh Baruch Hu's name for the sake of a mitzvah. You're not allowed to desecrate Hashem's name or be part of a desecration of Hashem's name for the sake of a mitzvah. Never will you see a tzaddik show up at any of these weddings when they know that these weddings are a Chilul Hashem and so on. And if you truly want to help these people do TeShuva, you could try to help them now. You could try to help them after the wedding. One thing has nothing to do with the other. You don't have to attend their wedding to be able to help them do TeShuva. I have never attended any wedding, even the ones that my students invite me to, either because I'm busy or because I'm busy. And guess what? Baruch Hashem, I was able to help all of them in different ways. Some of them I helped them get married. Some of them I helped them convert. Some of them I helped them go to Gan Eden or be on the path to Gan Eden. Some people I helped in a lot of different ways without attending any of their weddings, Baruch Hashem. And sometimes I have people that call themselves my students, or they tell me I'm their favorite rabbi, and they ask me similar questions, and they say, Rabbi, but I have another rabbi that told me that I can go to the wedding. And I said, oh, so why are you asking me if you're not going to listen? Why do you ask if you're not going to listen? And then they tell me, oh, listen, Rabbi, I don't want you to get mad, but I ended up going to that wedding. And this is a real story. This is a real story, and the person I'm telling it about, I'm not going to say his name, he's listening right now as we speak. And he knows the truth. I told him not to go because Torah says not to go. He went to a wedding, and then he tells me, listen, it was a little bit weird. I went to the wedding. I know you're going to be mad, but I just have to ask you a question anyway. Since I was the only religious guy there, me and and another person, I thought they were going to use me to sign the ketubah, but instead they ended up using two guys that are mechalelei Shabbat to sign the ketubah. Do I need to say something? So I told him, not only do you have to say something, but you have to say something to whoever this person is that you went to his wedding and let him know that he and his wife are not he and his wife. She's a strange woman, he's a strange man. They're not married. Two people that are mechalel Shabbat sign your ketubah, it's not a ketubah, it's toilet paper. You cannot use it for anything. You cannot use it for anything. He was shocked to go, oh, wow. I'm like, who is this rabbi that allowed two mechalel Shabbat to sign a ketubah? He's like, oh, I don't know, maybe he wasn't that religious. Little do we find out, he was a reform. The rabbi needs to do TeShuva. The rabbi was a mechalel Shabbat. So what a Chilul Hashem this person was a part of. Going to a wedding full of Chilul Hashem. Being part of the situation of a Chilul Hashem. He has to do TeShuva, Hashem Yishmor v'Yatzil, just for this act. Now he didn't intend, he thought it's going to be a normal rabbi. He thought it's going to be a normal ketubah. And the only problem was that there was going to be some dancing after the ceremony. That's what he was planning to leave. He was planning to go into the ceremony and leave right after because, no harm, no foul. I told him don't go. He went anyway, and he ended up earning himself a whole slew of sins. Which, by the way, you look at the Gemara, Masechet Yoma, page 86, and there's a whole section about it, Sugya of Tshuva. Certain things you have to do Tshuva by saying I'm sorry. Certain things you have to do Tshuva by waiting for Yom Kippur to say I'm sorry. Certain things you have to suffer in this world in order for HaKadosh Baruch Hu to forgive you. Certain things you have to say I'm sorry, Yom Kippur, and suffer in this world. And there are certain things nothing will help you. And one of them is Chilul Hashem. Nothing will help you with Chilul Hashem. Person that's part of Chilul Hashem, nothing will help you. No suffering in the world will help you in this world. Why? The tshuva for Chilul Hashem only begins at death, because there's not enough punishment in this world to fix Chilul Hashem. Meaning, a person goes to the Holocaust, sees his entire family die, the worst vile things in history, that does not fix Chilul Hashem. Just so you understand what Chilul Hashem means. Just so you understand. The Midrash Rabbah says there were a group of Reshaim that were converts. Reshaim, but they were converts. Wicked converts. They were the Gibeonites. Perhaps we'll talk about it more next week. But what Shaul HaMelech did to them desecrated Hashem's name a little bit. Because of that, HaKadosh Baruch Hu told David HaMelech, what did they want? David HaMelech says, they want me to kill Shaul HaMelech's family. They didn't do anything, his family. Shaul HaMelech did something, but they didn't do anything. What, I'm going to kill innocent people for these Reshaim? They're not even good covers. They're Reshaim. They just want blood. I told them I'll give them money. I'll give them political positions. I'll give them whatever they want. They don't want anything, these Reshaim. They're wicked people. They want blood. HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself says to David HaMelech, kill those people that they want killed. Give it to them. Let them kill them, and let not my name be desecrated. Meaning HaKadosh Baruch Hu temporarily changed the Torah in a certain aspect and took innocent people, theoretically speaking, gave it to a group of murderers to kill them. Why? Because this will eliminate the Chilul Hashem. For a person to even delve into thinking that it's okay to be part of any sinful event, poker in a synagogue, mixed dancing weddings, all types of things that are against Hashem, desecrating Shabbat, they have no concept of what risk they're in. I cry to you people as much as I can without divulging everything that I know, because literally some of you will have a heart attack if you hear everything that I can tell you. A heart attack. If you understood what is in the Torah, people would literally have a heart attack online if they understood the ramifications for some of their actions. If I say no, it's not me. It's the Holy Torah. It's the Holy Torah, Ribono Shel Olam. There's no exceptions. I'm not a machmir. I don't stringent on anything. I'm just trying to do the basics. Basics. If there's something that's simple, I'll try. That's extra, I'll try. I don't teach chumrot. If I tell you no, that's because as HaKadosh Baruch Hu is my witness, this is what my eyes saw. This is what my ears heard. This is what the Torah Kedusha says. There's no exceptions. If I can make an exception, if I can tell you could do this, you could do that, invite this, invite that, do it. What do I care? What do I lose out of it? Making everything lenient. It's just that there are certain things you can't. Chilul Hashem, there's nothing you can do about it. No amount of punishment in this world can fix Chilul Hashem. People have no concept of what Chilul Hashem is. They have no concept. Rabbi Yisrael Misalan says, the only thing that can help you with Chilul Hashem is Kiddush Hashem. Do you know how hard it is to do Kiddush Hashem? I have to sacrifice my day and night, my time with my kids, my wife, just so I can help people learn Torah, because that's Kiddush Hashem. Nothing else. It's so difficult to do Kiddush Hashem. It's so difficult to do Kiddush Hashem. But people desecrate Hashem's name like it's nothing, like it's cream cheese and jelly. I'm telling you, Rabotai, HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't joke around when it comes to Chilul Hashem. Doesn't joke around when it comes to Chilul Hashem. Never be part of any event, any organization, anything that's against him. Nothing. If you want to do good, there's a good way to do it. There's a good way to do it. You don't have to break any laws in any way, shape, or form, and you don't even have to bend them. If you truly want to do good, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give you the ability to do good. The right way, the honest way, the straight way, no exceptions. But if a person is trying to manipulate the truth in order to fit their agenda by saying, I'm going to do good as a result of this, like somebody used to tell me, listen, if Hashem gave me a lot of money, then I'll donate. A person that says stuff like that will never donate, especially if they have a lot of money. Why? Because if you want to do good, you could do good now. Okay, you can't donate $100 zillion like you want, like you say you want, but you could donate $1, you could donate $10, you could donate $1,000. Why don't you donate that? That's because you don't really want to donate. Same thing when a person says, no, if I had your brain, your this, your that, then I could learn Torah all day. Liar. Why? You have your brain, you have your this and your that, and you don't learn anything. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, it's in your mouth, it's in your heart to do it. You were created to learn Torah. Don't tell me you don't want to learn. You can't learn Torah because of this, this, and that, and you can't do mitzvah because this, and that, and you can't do this because this, and that. It's all hogwash. Everybody was created to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Everybody was created. The way that you have to stick to is the truth. Nothing else. And I promise you it's to your benefit. It's to your benefit. I hear these things and literally my skin crawls. Not because I'm upset at anybody, not because I'm angry, chas v'shalom, but because I understand a little bit, whatever my neshama can earn from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, whatever merits I could possibly have one day, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give me a little bit of understanding of what punishment is, and people simply don't. They waltz around this world like criminals in the open daylight without a care in the world. And you tell them, you're not allowed to go, Ribono Shel Olam. You're not allowed to do this. Nah, what's the big deal? You have to honor Talmidei Chachamim. You just disrespected that rabbi. No, come on, he's just a person. You don't understand what you did. You have no idea what you did. You can learn Torah for 30 years and disrespect that local rabbi. That local rabbi, that's a decent human being, that's Yireh Shamayim. You disrespected him. HaKadosh Baruch Hu could take 30 years of Torah and literally, you don't know anything. Nothing. And in fact, kill you for it. For that little thing that you don't think is a big deal, that's what the Midrash, in this week's Parashat Ba'alotecha, Midrash Rabbah, that's what it says. A person doesn't understand HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not a joke. He's the Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and I'm not trying to scare anybody here. I'm simply trying to warn you, please, I beg you, I beg each and every single one of you, never ever go against HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Don't try to make exceptions, don't try to do mitzvot in the way of sins. Not allowed, not allowed. If HaKadosh Baruch Hu's not there, I'm not going either. Simple. If it's yours, it's yours. If the money's yours, it's yours. If the zivug is yours, it's yours. If the kiruv is yours, it's yours. Don't go break any rules. Don't jump any fences. Do what you have to do, like as straight as an arrow. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give you as much as you want. Just open your mouth and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will fill it. He will fill it with Torah. He'll fill it with mitzvot. He'll fill it with chesed. He'll fill it with all the good that you want. But don't do it in a different way. Do it straight way. Don't do it the way people think. Do it the way HaKadosh Baruch Hu thinks. When a person is straight, you'll see extraordinary results. As much as everybody has to say about what they think and how they think about what I think, everyone knows they can't catch a single mistake in anything that I say. Why? I use sources. It's in the Torah. You have a problem, you go to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you go to Chazal, you go deal with them. And that's the reality, Rabotai. It's not, these are things that a person needs to take into account. There are endless amount of people that I hear from that are suffering horrible things. And it's literally, you tell them certain things, some people listen and Baruch Hashem, blessings come to them. Some people just refuse to listen no matter how many times you tell them, and they want a shortcut. Oh, can you pray for me? I can pray for you, but it's not going to do anything if you don't do something yourself. If you don't do tshuva, my prayer, as great as you think it may be, is going to be held in Shamayim. Why? You have to keep Shabbat, Habibi. You have to stop wasting seed. You have to learn Torah. You have to do mitzvot. Oh, but I give tzedakah. Good, you gave tzedakah. But it's not going to help you unless you keep the rest of the mitzvot. So a person has to understand they have to help themselves. They have to help themselves. And one of the main things to help themselves in, run away from Chilul Hashem. Run away from it. Maybe one day we'll do a whole shiur about Chilul Hashem. I'm kind of scared to do it because it literally is scary as can possibly be. It's scarier than Gehenom. Just put it that way. It's scarier than Gehenom. If a person understood what Chilul Hashem is, they literally will start shivering, crying, and most likely die from it. If I understood what Chilul Hashem is, I would die on the spot, on screen, right now with you guys. That's what Chilul Hashem is. David HaMelech was commanded by Kadosh Baruch Hu to kill, theoretically, innocent people for their father's crime. And he didn't give it to tzaddikim, he gave it to Reshaim. This is in the Tanakh, Rabotai, it's in the Tanakh. It's not some fairy tale, it's a Tanakh. And it wasn't like these were righteous people that, let's make sure that they like Hashem, and because they're converts, they're good converts, they're Reshaim. Wicked converts. But there was Chilul Hashem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded David HaMelech to give it to them. They want blood, give them blood. Why? So my name is not desecrated for even a second. That's what Chilul Hashem is, Rabotai. That's what Chilul Hashem is. Do you understand what we're dealing with here? A person understands what Chilul Hashem is, literally will cry blood. Blood if they ever did it, knowingly. I tell you what you need to hear at times. I tell you certain things that are hard to hear, but I promise you it's all true. It's all true. A person could use their, their own body, their own soul to do what they want. I at least saved my neshama. At least you can't go up to Shema and say, Yaron didn't tell you.